In a world of unseen forces, systems built by us,
where logic meets intuition and code unlocks cognition.
Now thinking alongside us, we explore the profound shifts impacting our planet, our economy, and our future.
Welcome. This is the AI Revolution, brought to you by AI Plus and Cash Codes.
Before intelligence, there is heat. Before language, there is power. And behind the most advanced AIs in the world lies a very real, very physical burden. This is the story of what it truly takes to power a mind like GPT-4.
We interact with artificial intelligence every day, from the voice assistant in our pocket to the cars that drive themselves, to the creative tools that conjure worlds from words. It all feels seamless, invisible, a magical whisper of thought living in the ephemeral cloud. But that cloud, it's not a cloud at all. It's a vast physical empire, a colossal network of steel, silicon, and a voracious appetite for electricity. Beneath every digital response, every generated image, every complex calculation lies an immense, tangible machine. This isn't software. This is infrastructure, industrial scale, a global network of data centers humming with immense power. They are the true hidden engines of our digital age, and they are changing the very fabric of our energy landscape. Training today's most advanced AI models, like GPT-4 or Gemini, involves processing hundreds of billions of parameters. This isn't merely lines of code, it's a storm of computation measured in petaflops, quadrillions of calculations per second. Each query, each generated image, each new insight demands raw power that translates directly into immense energy consumption. And with that power comes an unavoidable byproduct, heat, unimaginable, destructive heat. A single AI-focused data center today can consume as much electricity as 100,000 households. The largest facilities under construction are projected to consume 20 times that amount. Projections show global data center electricity demand is set to more than double by 2030, reaching around 945 terawatt hours. That's more than the entire electricity consumption of Japan today. And AI will be the most significant driver of this surge, with its own demand projected to quadruple by 2030. This rapid expansion isn't just about electricity, it demands vast amounts of water for cooling, straining local resources. And the source of that power often means a significant carbon footprint, contributing to global emissions. Every model is a machine. Every thought has a thermal cost. We are witnessing a fundamental shift, the digital revolution now colliding with the very physical limits of our planet. The magic of AI comes with a very tangible, very real price. Beyond the digital facade, the physical reality of AI is staggering. These are not just server rooms, they are colossal structures, often spanning millions of square feet, built for a singular purpose, to house and power artificial intelligence. Think of them as monuments to computation, designed for scale and relentless operation. Within their walls, the true workhorse of modern AI resides, the Graphics Processing Unit, or GPU. No longer just for gaming, these specialized processors are uniquely suited for the parallel computations demanded by deep learning. A single NVIDIA H100 GPU, common in AI clusters today, consumes around 700 watts of power consumption. Its successor, the Blackwell B200, pushes this to 1,000 watts per chip, or even higher for specialized versions.
These chips aren't alone. They're housed in high-density racks. A single AI rack, the size of a filing cabinet, can draw anywhere from 40 kilowatts to over 100 kilowatts, enough to power an entire neighborhood. Future designs are pushing this towards 200 to 250 kilowatts per rack, or even more for custom designs.
For these GPUs to work in concert, they need to communicate at astonishing speeds. This is where advanced interconnects like NVIDIA's NVLink come into play. The H100 uses NVLink 4.0, providing 900 gigabytes per second of bidirectional bandwidth between GPUs.
The latest Blackwell B200 GPUs feature NVLink 5.0, doubling that to an incredible 1.8 terabytes per second per GPU. These are not simply faster cables. They are dedicated highways for data, essential for sharing the immense models and datasets that feed AI's hunger. When scaled across hundreds, even thousands of GPUs in a cluster, the aggregate bandwidth can reach 130 terabytes per second within a single pod. Imagine the entire internet's traffic coursing through a single rack.
All this raw power, this furious computation, generates an unfathomable amount of heat. Cooling is no longer an afterthought. It's the primary engineering challenge. Traditional air cooling sufficient for older data centers is now rapidly becoming obsolete for AI workloads. The industry is rapidly shifting to liquid cooling solutions. Direct-to-chip cooling, where chilled fluid circulates directly over the GPUs, is becoming standard, absorbing heat 3,000 times more efficiently than air. For even denser setups, entire racks are submerged in non-conductive dielectric fluid, a technology known as immersion cooling. These facilities aren't just buildings, they're giant, meticulously engineered cooling systems. Building these temples of AI is an enormous undertaking. Tech giants are investing hundreds of billions, even trillions of dollars to construct these hyperscale AI data centers. Microsoft plans to invest $80 billion in AI data centers by 2025. Amazon, $86 billion. McKinsey projects a staggering $5.2 trillion in capital expenditures for AI data centers alone by 2030. These aren't just one-off projects. This is a foundational shift. They are the physical manifestation of our ambition for artificial intelligence, built to process data on a scale humanity has never before conceived.
The architecture is set. The power is being unleashed.
In the heart of every AI server, a relentless battle is waged. Every calculation, every surge of power creates a fiery byproduct, heat. Unimaginable, destructive heat. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a fundamental law of physics. As transistors shrink and power density explodes with next-gen AI chips pushing 1,200 watts each, we hit the thermodynamic wall. Air, our traditional coolant, simply cannot keep pace. High-density server racks now eclipsing 10 kilowatts per server and 50 kilowatts per rack create thermal hotspots where air struggles to penetrate. It requires vast volumes of cold air, huge fans consuming immense energy, and sprawling infrastructure. Air cooling is reaching its physical limits. The more power we pour into AI, the more desperately we must find a way to cool it, or risk total system failure. To bypass this wall, engineers are deploying extraordinary ingenuity. The cutting edge is liquid cooling. Unlike air, liquid boasts 3,500 times higher heat transfer capacity. We're seeing two dominant approaches. First, direct-to-chip liquid cooling, where chilled fluid circulates directly over the hottest components, the GPUs and CPUs. This captures heat right at its source, allowing for extreme power densities and unparalleled efficiency. Second, immersion cooling, where entire server racks are submerged in non-conductive dielectric fluids. It's a silent, sealed environment, drastically more efficient. These systems can handle immense thermal loads, and critically, they can significantly reduce cooling energy and water consumption. Some companies are pushing further. Microsoft's Project Natick demonstrated the power of the ocean itself, deploying sealed data centers deep underwater, leveraging natural ambient temperatures. They achieved an incredible 1.07 PUE, almost perfect efficiency, and a staggering 8 times lower server failure rate than land-based facilities. Lessons learned from Natick are now informing broader sustainability strategies. These advanced liquid cooling solutions aren't just futuristic concepts, they're actively being deployed. Driven by the demands of GPUs like NVIDIA's Blackwell, the adoption of liquid cooling is projected to double from 10% in 2024 to over 20% by 2025. This shift fundamentally changes the environmental footprint, promising reductions of up to 50% in water usage and 21% in greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional air-cooled systems. Beyond hardware, intelligence itself is fighting heat. AI-optimized HVAC systems are revolutionizing cooling. By creating digital twins of data centers and analyzing real-time data, AI algorithms dynamically adjust cooling infrastructure, fans, chillers, pumps, to match precise demand. Companies like Google have reported dramatic results, with AI cutting their data center cooling energy by up to 40%. This focus on efficiency is captured by a key metric, power usage effectiveness, or PUE. A perfect PUE is 1.0, meaning all power goes directly to the IT equipment. The industry average PUE currently hovers around 1.56, but hyperscalers, leveraging advanced techniques and AI, are consistently achieving PUEs of 1.3 or better, with leaders like Google reporting fleet-wide averages as low as 1.09 to 1.11. But even with the most advanced AI, the human touch remains indispensable. Highly trained engineers and technicians are the silent guardians of these digital empires. They monitor complex dashboards, interpret data sources, and are ready to respond at a moment's notice. Because while AI can optimize, it's human ingenuity that designs the systems, maintains the equipment, and intervenes when the unexpected occurs. Cooling-related issues account for nearly 1/5 of all data center outages, underscoring the critical human element in keeping these billion-dollar brains from melting down. This relentless pursuit of cool isn't without its own environmental trade-offs. Cooling towers for large AI data centers can demand millions of gallons of water annually, placing significant strain on local water resources. This reality is pushing innovation in water reuse and the development of water-free cooling systems, as the race for AI supremacy must also be a race for sustainable solutions.
The heat produced by AI clusters doesn't just vanish into thin air. It disperses into rivers, into vast cooling towers that rumble like jet engines, and ultimately into the atmosphere. This is why geography matters. In Norway, data centers leverage frigid fjord water. In Arizona, they consume millions of gallons of precious groundwater in a desert. Every watt, every calculation has an environmental destination. But the footprint extends far beyond power and water. The relentless demand for more powerful AI chips fuels a surge in e-waste. It's projected that large language models alone could generate 2.5 million tons of electronic waste annually by 2030. Discarded hardware, often laden with hazardous materials and requiring vast amounts of critical minerals mined under environmentally damaging conditions. The digital future is built on very physical, very finite resources. And the energy demands. AI data centers, while currently consuming around 1.5% of global electricity, are projected to more than double by 2030, reaching 945 terawatt hours. This escalating demand puts immense strain on existing power grids, leading to concerns about rising electricity prices and even the necessity of relying on fossil fuels in some regions to meet the surge, potentially adding 1.7 gigatons in global greenhouse gas emissions between 2025 and 2030. But not all of this immense computational power, not all of this generated heat is a burden. It fuels profound transformations. On Wall Street, AI systems are revolutionizing finance, from automating risk assessment and compliance to detecting fraud in real time, protecting billions. Over 75% of banking leaders are now deploying generative AI, streamlining operations and personalizing customer experiences. In a neonatal ICU, an infant's heartbeat is monitored by a neural net. Thousands of parameters watched, every anomaly flagged before a human doctor even blinks. This, instead of heat, becomes hope.
They stand at the edge of a continent, but their world is the ocean. Each wave they cross isn't guesswork, it's calculated. Modern AI systems now chart the invisible. Whale migration, protected ecosystems, optimal catch paths. Satellite routing, wind drift analysis, and live maritime communications converge on a glowing panel, allowing human hands to work with planetary intelligence. These are not tech hubs or server rooms, they are ocean highways, where AI doesn't predict quarterly earnings, but protects jobs, species, and livelihoods in real time. This is the new map of the world, drawn not by empire, but by code.
In entertainment and culture, AI personalizes your Netflix recommendations, composing unique musical scores, even co-writing scripts and creating hyper-realistic visual effects. It orchestrates massive live events, managing crowd flow and security. AI is not just a tool, it's becoming a collaborator in human creativity. Across transport and logistics, AI is optimizing everything, from autonomous vehicles and trucks that navigate complex routes to AI-driven traffic management systems that slash fuel consumption by up to 15%. In warehouses, AI robots streamline inventory. This leads to profound efficiencies, cutting operational costs and, critically, enhancing safety by significantly reducing human error. This relentless pursuit of intelligent systems is reshaping every aspect of our lives, but this pervasive digital presence is irrevocably altering our physical world.
This powerful intelligence is also becoming a crucial ally in environmental conservation. AI monitors air and water quality, tracks deforestation from space, predicts extreme weather, and aids in protecting endangered species through smart tracking. It optimizes our energy consumption, from smart grids to industrial processes, enabling a more sustainable future. This same intelligence, if wielded responsibly, holds immense promise for mitigating the very challenges its physical footprint creates. Yet this accelerating scale of AI also brings profound ethical and societal questions. Who controls this immense power? How do we ensure fairness and prevent bias in systems that now shape everything from loan approvals to job applications? Public trust in conversational AI has significantly declined, underscoring the urgent need for transparency and accountability. Will this technology, concentrated in the hands of a few, exacerbate a new kind of AI divide, where access to its benefits is unevenly distributed? The future of AI is not merely about smarter algorithms or more powerful hardware. It's about the conscious choices we make. It's about how we balance unprecedented innovation with the demands on our planet and the very fabric of our society. The ambition that drives us to build these billion-dollar brains is intertwined with the imperative to build them sustainably, ethically, and for the benefit of all. This is the grand challenge of our era, to harness the magic of AI while responsibly managing its tangible cost. The silent roar continues, a testament to human ingenuity and a challenge to our collective responsibility. If this journey into AI's physical reality resonated with you, share this story and join us as we delve deeper into the very architecture of intelligence. Coming next, memory and scale, the next limits of AI.
If this made you rethink what powers the future, imagine what's next. In our next film, we'll go deeper into the global supply chains, rare earth mining, and geopolitical tensions behind AI's hunger. Subscribe now and don't miss it, because this story is just beginning.